What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I'm going to be talking about what I think about Takeda. Now, this is going to probably be a long video. I'm hoping that I can find a way to condense it. That's going to be the goal. But I have a lot to say about this character because I have put plenty of time in this character, and I will tell y'all right away, I don't think Takeda is really that good. I know a lot of people like to say, oh, if you don't like the character right away, you might not be good with him. You might not know what you're doing. No, that's not me. I've played this character countless, and I mean countless hours. This is the number one character I've been wanting for years. I've played a lot of ranked matches, casual matches, high level players, friends, just a lot of matches with this character. And actually, this is my ranked record right here with the character for this season. I'm literally undefeated with this character in sets. And actually, it's 20-0 because the one match as a character I think I'm going to switch to because I don't think I can keep playing Takeda because, yes, I know what some people are going to say too. Oh, if you're doing that good with him, then the character must be good, this, that, and other. No, I'm carrying this character. This character is not good, and I am the number one person. I will not stick with a bad character. I'm the number one person on that. If I do not believe in the character, I will not play them. I will not sit here and complain about a character and keep playing them. That is not me. So, yeah, to the person in chat that already was typing up, oh, you might just be bad with the character. No, that's not me. I just don't think he's worth playing and don't think he's worth putting my time into because I don't think he is that good. And let me talk about why I don't think he's that good. Now, the reason why Takeda isn't that good because he's one of those good on paper, but not actually good when you're playing him. Based off of his tools, it sounds like he's gonna be good, right? Really high damage, and overhead, a low, and to show off the damage right here. You know, you got the good damage, you got the overhead, you got the low, you got a mid. Keep in mind, I'm saying that a mid, and seems like he got mobility and everything. On paper, all of this stuff sounds good, but there's a problem with literally everything in his kit. And I'm going to break down everything. Now, first thing, let's start off with the biggest problem, the mid. This mid, as you can see right here, is a 20 frame mid. That is ridiculously slow, unnaturally slow. And it would be okay if it was a little faster or every freaking option after it isn't unsafe. Everything after you do this mid right here is unsafe. It doesn't matter what it is all unsafe. So that's the first problem. This was meant to be the main thing he was played around. Now in MK10, he had a move like this, but they were both overheads and they clipped you out of the sky. This, the second hit on this is not good. It goes a little further, but it will not clip you. It will not clip you out of the sky, which is not good for a move this slow and has this much range. And when I say every part of this move is unsafe, I really mean it. Let's go ahead and set him to block. Minus 15. Minus 18. They'd be like, oh, well, that's minus 5, right? That's safe, right? No, you can up block that. So let me go ahead and record Takeda to do the same move. Every part of the move is unsafe. And he does not have any moves to keep him safe or apply mind games after this record. It's just not good. And keep in mind, there's going to be a common trend I'm saying on Takeda. It might seem good on paper, but it's not actually really good. So this mid, yes, it's a long range mid that nets you a lot of good damage, but it's not that good, even though it seems good on paper. Because if you read this out to somebody, oh yeah, Takeda got a long range 20 frame mid that hits almost from full screen and can get like 40%. Seems good, but No, has too many problems because if they don't get hit, you're minus 17. That's a dash up punish. If you try to finish, react up block. There's no mind games with this. You can literally just be ready for every option. And it's not good. He has no cancel mind games like the last game because they decided to make this special move run abysmal. Like, you're getting hit smooth out of that minus 32. He used to be able to cancel pressure or like to keep you on your toes, and Kunai was actually a low instead of a mid. So he was able to hit you with his better long range string and apply actual mind games. This mid provides no mind games whatsoever. It's just a check and hope that, you know, you don't get punished for doing it. Hope they guess wrong on a option that will not be in your favor. It just won't be. You have to put yourself at a risk all the time to do his best tool. One of his best tools, which isn't good. And let's talk about another tool that's just flat out not good. His low. Now, when I saw the low at first, I thought the low was going to be okay. I thought it was going to be usable because at the end of the day, a low is a low. But the low is not even good. Like, it kind of reminds me of, I would even say Sub-Zero's low, but no, at least Sub-Zero's low pops you up. This low just splats you on the ground. So why that isn't good is because you don't get a lot off it. Now, of course, with, you know, certain cameo calls and everything, you could get something off of it, and you might be able, you can get damage off of it, but that's still something you have to use your cameo for, which mostly you're going to want to use your cameo to keep you safe off of this move right here. That's what you're going to want to use the cameo for. So you can pick a cameo that gives him a low, but those cameos are going to cut out so many other things he needs, like safety and throw combos. Now, one of the cameos that people were saying that is going to be good on him is Scorpion. Because, oh, he gets a low now. A low combo. Yeah, you could do that, right? Yeah, that's so good, right? Yeah, let me show y'all something right here, okay? Yeah, that's so good. No. No. You're not getting a low 50-50 off that. Poke out. Full combo out. Like, it's not good. I thought Takeda was going to get saved by Scorpion, but Scorpion just doesn't give him everything he needs. He gives him the combo. He gives him the combo extension. He gives him a throw combo, which is really good. And that's about it. You know, Janet does that. Plus, you can use the nut punch to keep him safe off of this. So just off of that, Janet gives him more than Scorpion does because this overhead doesn't matter because, you know, it's, first of all, it's 30 frames, so you're not opening up somebody with it just by doing it like Melina Barrow off Chameleon. And again, he'll just hit you out of it. Anybody you're fighting will just hit you out of the low, like I showed you. So this isn't viable. Well, it's viable, obviously, but it's not his best, like some people are starting to think. So, at the end of the day, he has so many flaws. Like, okay, so we talked about the mid, talked about the low. What's another flaw? Because I can name so many. The fact that he doesn't have a quick mid, that's another flaw. When we were looking at the reveal trailer for him, not the reveal trailer, the combat cast, couldn't tell if this was going to be a mid or not. And this would actually help him out a lot if it was a mid, but this is a high. Having highs to replace where mids are going to be is not that bad as long as the high is good. But this high is not good. There's no mind games to it. Like, -5, -7, -6. Like, yes, you're safe, but there's, if I need to use a high to start getting in and pressuring because they're scared of this mid right here, there needs to be mind games for me to open the player up after I get in. That's the whole point of a range character. Abuse the range and then have a way to sneak their way in because you're scared of the range. He doesn't have that. He gets in with the high because you're scared of this, because you're not using this to aggress in because, like I talked about, there's no mind games to get in off of this. So to get in, you're gonna have to use a different string, and all of the strings have issues. So if you try to get in with the high right here, it's negative at every range, and it doesn't have, again, mind games. Is this even, there's no 50-50s in it, there's no stagger pressure in it, there's nothing in it. Now, yes, he can get a meterless confirm off of it, which is really good, but he doesn't get mind games off the high, and that's very bad because a character that doesn't have good mids needs a good high or good lows to make up for that, and he has neither. And that's just another thing that's not good about his kit. His high isn't good, his mid has problems, his low has problems, and another thing, his overhead. When we first saw this overhead, we're like, oh, it's cool, he has, at least he has an overhead, because NRS has been taking away a lot of overhead and low options off of characters. They're making the game more about strike throw. So him having an overhead is a good thing, but the overhead sends you full screen. What are you doing with that? Overhead splats are great. They're really good if they don't freaking send you full screen. So again, him having overhead, good on paper, but when you actually see this garbage overhead, can't really do nothing with it. Like, who's gonna be scared of that? Yeah, you're getting sent full screen. And again, you're not scared of the low anyway, because without the right cameo, you're not getting a lot of damage off of it. And even if you take the overhead, he has to work his way back in all over again, which is, again, I don't know where they want this character to be played because he's so bad almost everywhere besides when he's strike throwing you, which I will get to that because that's a very important part. But all of his tools are just lackluster. The high's not good. The mid's lackluster. The low's lackluster. The special moves are lackluster. That's another thing. Like, they're all, literally all of his special moves are unsafe. Meter burning, like all of them, they're all unsafe. This one might be, but we can't really tell, but hold up. I can actually look at that one right now because pretty sure. See, it says they're plus, but not really. Because if you're doing them like this, that's not really safe. It doesn't gel or anything, and it's not gonna give you much because you don't get anything off of it. So what I mean by nothing's like safe, nothing keeps him, you know, some characters can spin a bar to keep themselves safe and not have to worry about it. You still can armor through all of this, and it's not real. It's only showing it's safe because it blows up multiple times, but none of the special moves are good. This isn't good. This isn't good. Like, why isn't this a mid? This could change so much about him if this was a mid. He'd be able to like Kano knives or something into this and jail you or something, but why is this a high? It makes no, at least meter burning and be able to make it a mid. Why is his token move from, this is where it starts to irritate me. Why is his token anti-zoning tool, token anti-zoning freaking tool from MK10, the move that he used to get around zoning, why the heck is it unsafe? This move was safe in the last game he was in because it made sense. You know, he wanted to be a character that was threatening everywhere, so he had a move that he could just always get in and threaten you with. Why would y'all bring this back and make it unsafe? It's so stupid. Y'all even said in the Kombat cast, this is the most iconic move, which I don't agree with, but y'all said it. So why make his most iconic move one of his worst moves? That's like if they made Scorpion Spear go in the freaking air. Like, why? It makes no sense. There's no use to this move at all. Why give it to him? Everything's unsafe. Almost everything he does is unsafe. He has no type of way to apply mind games and pressure because you're either just going to punish him, armor, or up block. Everything he does. Everything. So, again, this character is just too weak all around. He doesn't have much going for him besides his amazing auto shimmy and his damage. That's all he has going for him. Literally, that's it. Now let's talk about the good about him, because that's very short. We can get that out of the way very quickly. Again, the auto shimmy, this is great. I know I spent like 14 minutes talking about what's not good about him, but this auto shimmy is actually really good. When Takeda's in your face, you're guessing this auto shimmy or grab. But you want to know something? Again, even though he has this, it's still not good. There's a catch everywhere to his kick. Like, oh, on paper, amazing auto shimmy, but he doesn't have a mid. So people are going to be mashing on you like crazy to stop you from even applying the mind game, and you have nothing to check them. Why give somebody an amazing auto shimmy with no mid to check them to apply the mind game? You need to have them conditioned to be still and not mash so you can do the auto shimmy game. So how is he supposed to do it? How is he supposed to do the auto shimmy game when he can't check you? What? He's supposed to spam this all day and then hope you stop mashing so he can apply his auto shimmy game? The auto shimmy game is good because, again, you're guessing. You're guessing flat out. If you're trying to react to throw and you guess wrong, he's gonna auto shimmy your crap. And then when you start turtling because you're scared that he's gonna get auto shimmied, he's gonna get full combos off of his throw. So that is something that's really good about him. He's gonna get full combos off of the throws, and that is kind of what saves him. Well, not what saves him, but it's the only thing that's really good about him, the fact that he has such a strong auto shimmy game and can grab you and get damage. But again, to even apply that mind game, you need a mid to check them. So even if they get hit by this mind game, that means that they had to let Takeda in, which if he finally does get in on you, it's your fault because you don't have a lot to be scared of. You can just mash your heart out. And he has to wait on you so much. He has to play off of you. That's one of the main reasons I don't think Smoke was good. I don't think Smoke was good. I don't know about the changes if that could help him. It's because Smoke had to guess so much on his offense. This character has to guess so much getting in on his offense. It just doesn't make sense. So again, yes, he has two good things about him, his damage and his auto shimmy game, but it's not enough to make up for the fact that he isn't that good. If you want to play a character with a really good auto shimmy game with Janet, just play Ermac. Like, why play Takeda? Even though Ermac does less damage than Takeda overall, you're getting way better buttons. You're getting at least a better armor move. You're getting a special move to where if you pop it, you can make some amazing comebacks because you don't take any damage. You have a low stomp 50-50 at any time, and you have a actual decent overhead. Just play Ermac. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but they're both hard characters as well. If you like Takeda, just play Ermac and Janet. You're going to be getting the same tools really that Takeda gives you that are good. You're going to be getting better buttons. You're going to be getting so much more things than just playing Takeda. It's not worth playing him. And even at the end of the day, I don't even think Ermac is a top tier character. I think Ermac is a high mid character, and Takeda is still worse than him. So if I think Ermac is high mid, imagine where I think Takeda is. Like I said, this character just has way too many flaws. And again, I am not surprised they released him like this because he was really bad in MK10. Like at the beginning of the game's life cycle, he was horrendous. Maybe they're just not good at making his archetype because he was really bad, but they ended up buffing him till he was really good and then nerfing him to where now he sits around the high mid category in the game. And hopefully that's what happens with him in this game because, again, they're repeating the same cycle. He's not really that good. And trust me, I want to be wrong about this. I have had an amazing track record across all the DLC characters. I have been right about every last DLC character to the minute detail. The minute detail. I've been right about every last one. And Takeda, unfortunately, I just don't think he's good. I think he is low tier, low Kada. I don't think he's a good character. And again, I want to be wrong about this. Please, I hope somebody finds some tech or something that at least makes him mid in my eyes. There's no way he's going to end up being top tier, but I want this to be a good character. But unfortunately, I already know what's going to end up happening. This is the assist people are going to use on Takeda because it's still going to give him a lot of things that help him out. So, again, I haven't really mentioned what assist I think people should be using on him, and it's going to end up being Serena or Chameleon because it at least helps out with the mind games off of this string right here. You're not going to be able to just punish him no matter what, and that actually means a lot for him. And you're going to be able to do this into the low and everything. And matter of fact, let me test this right here. We know he can get hit out of the Scorpion. Yeah, he can get hit out of Serena too. Gosh, that low is terrible. But at the end of the day, you'll still be able to at least do the whips, and you'll be able to check them at a range. You'll be able to check them at a range like right here and get full combo conversion still. Now this is like the easy version of it. And of course, he can get damage by himself. You don't really need the Serena to get the damage, but it's all about the consistency and everything, because you not being able to throw this move out, you're scared to throw this move out to get punished. It goes away kind of with Serena, because now you're going to be able to do this at a range. And yes, I guess the low's still not that good because you can hit him out of it, but I mean, can they at least hit you out of this? So no, they can't high hit you out of that. They can probably poke you out of that, but they're not hitting you with a high out of that move right there. So you're going to at least have somewhat of a low check mind game, at least a little bit. But the most important thing is he gets to really use these whips with Serena, and that actually helps him out quite a lot. I think if you want to take Takeda seriously, you need to switch to Serena or Chameleon, because Chameleon definitely, unless you're just bored of her by now, because Chameleon literally gives him at least some usable things that helps him out. But Serena is for the consistency. If you're one of those people that just don't like use Chameleon, it'll give him somewhat of a low check. It will make it to where you just can't armor through this string, and he actually check you off of this string, and it gives him a better wake up with this right here, because this is a wake up. So I think Serena helps him out a lot, and Chameleon. Like Chameleon, you still get grab combos, you still get the checks that Serena gives you. It's just Chameleon, so you're going to be dealing with a random assist, and you can get the low and get confirms off of the low, but still at the end of the day, you know, you're going to have the same argument. Even if Chameleon does somehow make Takeda, like, I think it'll make him maybe mid, but even if it ends up making him meta, it's still going to be the same argument like that people have with Sub-Zero. Oh, it's just Chameleon, and he still won't be a character that can be used with a lot of other assists. And that's not something I want to see. I want to see this character get buffs. He's really not that good. I don't know what they should buff yet. I just know he's not a good character. So I'll probably have to make another video talking about what I think they can buff on him. But at the end of the day, I'm really interested in another character right now. So I'm not even too worried about the fact that the character I've been wanting for so long is not that good, because I've been having a lot of fun with another character that I really want to talk about soon. So that's just what I think about Takeda, everybody. I think he's a low tier character. He has potential to be mid, but no potential to be top tier unless, you know, he ends up being cracked with Chameleon. But at the end of the day, who isn't cracked with Chameleon for the most part? I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Nickopz out.